9 out of 10 owners laugh out loud when their dog scoots across the carpet. It looks extremely funny, almost like an absurd little dance through the living room. You might immediately pull out your phone and film this funny spectacle. Thousands of such videos go viral on social media every day. But the laughter will immediately catch in your throat when you know the truth. It is not a joke. Your dog never does this to make you laugh or to entertain you. The moment he scoots across the floor, he is calling for help. It is a silent scream that we humans almost always completely misunderstand. Imagine you were in excruciating pain and everyone around you just laughed. That is exactly what your best friend experiences in this seemingly funny moment. Today I will explain to you what is really happening in his body right now. And I promise you, you will never find this behavior funny again. Most people simply believe he has a little itch on his bottom. They think he might not be properly clean or hasn't groomed himself. But the truth has a completely different reason in 99% of cases. To the right and left of his anus lie two tiny, but extremely important glands. This is his identity. Normally, these anal glands empty all by themselves when he does his business. They secrete a fluid that acts like a perfect ID card for other dogs. It reveals his age, his mood, and even his exact state of health. But when these tiny glands become clogged, an invisible nightmare begins for him. The pressure in his body painfully increases day by day. To him, it feels like a constant, painful throbbing under the skin. Scooting across the carpet is his desperate attempt to finally relieve this pressure. He is trying to help himself because he cannot tell you where it hurts. If this pressure is not relieved in time, these small glands can literally burst. This moment is extremely traumatic for him. It leaves not only a painful wound but also deep emotional scars. He loses his natural scent mark and suddenly feels completely insecure outside. His most important means of communication with other dogs is completely gone in one fell swoop. He feels invisible, stressed, and isolated in the dog world. But there is another completely different reason for this strange scooting. A reason that is hidden much deeper in your dog's body. Sometimes this behavior has absolutely nothing to do with his glands. It can be a very early, quiet warning sign of a severe food allergy. Certain ingredients in the food can slowly and insidiously inflame his entire digestive tract. This internal inflammation makes his body itch unbearably long before you notice it. Then there is also the invisible danger of aggressive tapeworms. These parasites can massively damage his sensitive intestines in a very short time. He scoots to get rid of the tormenting parasites living deep inside his body. That is pure desperation. But now comes the medical fact that leaves many owners completely speechless. Sometimes the pain doesn't come from the region of his little anus at all. The actual trigger is often located much higher up in his sensitive back. It is a sudden, sharp nerve pain shooting straight out of his spine. A pinched nerve radiates so strongly that he can hardly bear it. To him, it feels like an electric shock in his hind legs. He rubs his hindquarters across the carpet to somehow numb this burning nerve pain. This is no longer an itchy bottom. This is an orthopedic emergency that requires immediate veterinary help and painkillers. Every day you wait and laugh is a day full of silent agony for him. Imagine again the tiny anal glands that are on the verge of bursting. If they actually rupture, the physical pain is absolutely unimaginable for him. But the emotional damage is often much heavier for many dogs. They often associate this terrible moment of helplessness with you forever. Because they trusted you, but you simply ignored their silent cry for help. They don't understand that you had no malicious intent when you just laughed. They only know that they suffered extremely and you didn't help. It breaks this invisible bridge of blind trust that you have built up over years. You certainly don't want to risk this trust forever out of ignorance. The good news is that you can help him immediately starting today. And the solution is amazingly simple. A little unsweetened pumpkin puree in his daily food can work true wonders. The fiber it contains makes his stool firmer and more voluminous than before. As a result, these important little glands are naturally emptied again when he does his business. It is a small, cheap home remedy that saves him an incredible amount of pain. But if he continues to scoot, there is only one right way. Call your vet immediately and let him be professionally and thoroughly examined. Please never make a funny video of this moment again. Instead, do one thing tonight. Watch your dog very closely while he eats. See if he immediately tries to scoot on the floor again afterwards. See if he spins to catch his tail or repeatedly licks this area. If so, note the date and the frequency for the conversation with the vet. This is the first concrete action that takes his pain seriously. It is the first time that you truly and genuinely hear his cry for help. My friend Karen once called me late at night crying on the phone. She had shared the videos of her retriever Bruno for weeks and everyone laughed. Then one morning he was suddenly unable to get up. The ruptured anal gland had become infected with bacteria and turned into an abscess. 3 surgeries, 2 weeks in the clinic, and a broken heart. This doesn't have to happen to you. Today you learned something important that Karen unfortunately knew far too late. Scooting is not a joke, it is a medical sign that you must take seriously. If you know someone who is currently sharing such a video or laughing at it, send them this video. Without explanation, without comment, just the video. Because sometimes a single click really saves a dog's life. And it saves the relationship between a dog and the person he entrusted everything to. You are looking at this screen right now and now you know the truth. From today on, this makes you a better protector for him. He cannot ask you. He cannot beg you. He can only show you that he is suffering and hope that you look. You looked, and that is the beginning of everything. From today on, he will never scoot across the floor again without you knowing exactly what to do. He is in the best hands. He is with you. And you are exactly the person he always wished for. Someone who looks, someone who understands, someone who stays.